Good to see you guys. Last press conference of the season until we get to signing day. But I'm really proud of our team. We finished up strong. I told them the other day if we were FBS, we've been bowl eligible 3 out of the last 4 seasons. And we finish up with a great win over EKU. The first time we beat them at home since '99, and the first time Murray State had ever beaten Eastern Kentucky and Jacksonville State in the same season. In dramatic fashion. I mean, what a goal line stand that our guys put up there to seal the victory at the end of the game. Really proud of how we fought, really proud of how Mikael Miller bounced back after being put on the bench a couple weeks ago, and had a good attitude past couple days leading up to the game, past couple weeks, if you will. Played extremely well and had some big plays. Jesse Blackburn had his coming out party, a guy we've been extremely excited about, played a wonderful ball game. Brandon Wicks had a ton of tackles, led the team for I guess two or three seasons in a row, local talent. So we're losing some good players, but we got some good ones returning. We got to do a good job on the recruiting trail as we move forward. But it sure makes the offseason a lot better when you beat your arch rival, especially a team that you haven't had much success on. You know, I was told a long time ago that when you win, it doesn't make you any better of a person. All right? When you get beat, it doesn't make you any less of a person. I mean, it's a game. You go out there and compete, but it doesn't have anything to do with your character as a person. But I tell you what, boy, you sure feel a whole lot better Sunday morning when you wake up after a win. You feel like a better person, and our team was extremely excited about the victory, and I'm proud of our seniors to be able to accomplish some things this season that has not been done ever at Murray State or hadn't been done in a long, long time.
Does that also say a lot about your underclassmen to want to send the seniors out like that, because they played a big role in the win as well?
Well, they did, and you know they competed hard. They've competed hard all season. And it took we have a lot of seniors, but we also, like you said, we have a lot of underclassmen that are contributors to the ball club. So, again, from that standpoint, that's always really good to see. You know, you look back on the season, we probably won a couple games that maybe we shouldn't have won, and we got beat in a couple that we probably should have won. So it evened out in the long run, and I expect these guys to work even harder in the off season.
Can you talk about changing the culture with this group of seniors and guys that wouldn't accept losing or anything less than the best?
Yeah, you know, Ricky, I don't think we're where we need to be. I said it last year, but at least we're not where we used to be. You know, these guys, I think they understand what it takes. I don't know that we always work as hard as we need to in every phase, every day on a consistent level. You know, the big thing that we'll stress in the off season with our guys is just being accountable for everything that you do. That when you go, going to class, being out in the community, in the weight room, things like that, all that has a bearing on whether you win on Saturday. And that's where we have to continue to improve. But, you look back, when we did a study for recruiting purposes, and I got a bunch of good young coaches that they can do some magic tricks with different things. But, the last, this may have come from John. He's been helping us out with some propaganda, if you will. But, the previous 10 years before we arrived, the winning percentage at Murray State was 362 for, 10 years, and now we're over 500. So, again, it's not where I want to be, where I expect to be, because I expect to win them all. But, boy, you can see we've made significant strides, and it just tells you, how far down we were, and we're continuing to work. After watching the season, going through everything, we're a much better football team, a much better program than we were when we first got here, and I'm really excited about that.
The talent level is much better than what it was when you came in. I don't think there's any question about that. How far do you think you need to go as far as talent's concerned to get to where you want to be? Are you close?
I think so, Will. Recruiting's a roll of the dice. I mean, it is. You just try to get the odds in your favor. Okay, I mean, you go out and you do all the studying and all the background checks you can do on a young man, but until you get him here, you really don't know what you have. We got to do a better job. We got to get bigger up front. That's been an issue since we've been here. We get pushed around by bigger teams and on our inside run defense, and then offensively, our guards, we got to get bigger in there. I mean, we're having a hard time run blocking against the teams in the upper echelon of the conference. And as much as we, claim we throw the ball, I mean, when we're really rocking and rolling, I mean, we're running, we're rushing for a lot of yards, and that was what hurt us a lot this year offensively. We were just getting mashed up front in certain games, and we're not able to run the football. So we got to do a better job and get bigger up front to go along with some playmakers that we got to get out wide as well.
It's really quarterback driven now. You've got two guys who've got some experience. Mikhail, I think, saw what he competed with. He's really good. Parks have had some success. Talk about Mikhail and Parks and their offseason and how important this one's really going to be for them.
Well, I think it's going to be big, and with those guys. And of course, every job's open when we start spring ball next year. And I wouldn't be surprised to see KD Humphreys after a redshirt year working himself into conversation throughout spring. But we got to do a good job of teaching those guys, especially Mikhail. We have to tinker the offense a little bit within the parameters of what we like to do to suit his skill set a little bit more, which we did the other day. I mean, we did. We kind of changed a few routes. He's a better vertical type thrower, in cut type thrower. So we changed a few. We modified a few things headed into EKU that we thought could help make Mikhail more successful. So those are some things that we're going to have to study as a staff in the off season to try to put our guys in the best position to be more consistent next year.
You guys were strong defensively all season long. Talk about carrying that over and the excitement guys have and the defense.
Yeah, well, we hadn't been real good on defense the first three seasons, and statistically, there was some games where it didn't look like we had improved a whole lot. But I think as a whole, I know. We played much better. We played a little more confidence. We didn't give up as many big plays. It took teams longer to go down there and score. I think we're on the right track. In fact, I know we're on the right track there. We were missing a few pieces. Unfortunately, the majority of our seniors were on defense. And as the season went on, they had a better grasp of what we were trying to do there. And then plus, I think we'll make a few minor adjustments to the defense that you probably wouldn't notice that will help us moving forward with the type of personnel we have. But, yeah, I'm very excited about the direction our defense is headed.
Overall, we see 2-3 playoff teams. Talk about the excitement of the league that there's really a chance to go to the playoffs next year if you're successful enough to do so.
Well, I think it's big. I think it sets a precedence, for our league. I think we have a very good league top to bottom. We got to win some playoff games. And we had a conference call yesterday with our coaches picking the all-conference selections. And, we need to win some, make some noise, go a little further than we have in a long time in the playoffs to be relevant when the committee comes around next season. But I think we got some good matchups, in the deal. EIU, of course, they got a bye, so they'll win the first round. And I think Tennessee State, they play the Patriot League team in Butler. And then, the big game, if I was if I wasn't coaching and I was just an FCS fan, I'd like to go see the Sanford-Jacksonville State game. That's kind of they don't play, but that location, bitter rivalry. I think that'd be a mighty good football game. But we need to go have some success in the playoffs in order to be relevant in the national scene. Anybody else? All right. Well, good. Well, in closing, though, I would like to say this, is that, you know, I appreciate all the fans coming out to the season, appreciate the band, what a great job that those guys do each and every week. And just to let you know, because it doesn't happen very often, but Walter Powell, first of all, he's been invited to play in a couple All-Star games, so we'll get you all that information as we go. But just so that you know that the Callaway County Grand Jury found that there was insufficient evidence of convicting him of any crime, and that all charges pending Walter Powell have been dropped as of today. And I think his attorney will be releasing something to the media. But, you know, I hope you guys think I'm always accessible to you. There's some things I can't talk about when it happens, but we always put our program first and foremost. And I would appreciate, I know it's totally up to you, but we got a lot of publicity against Walter. You know, we were very well of the entire circumstances, so I would appreciate that if that was written or said in a very prominent manner, just like it was in a very prominent manner when the charges came out against him back during the season. I know I can't make you do that, but I would appreciate it if you would do that for me. That would really make me feel good. But, hey, y'all have a great Thanksgiving, great Christmas. Appreciate all you do for Murray State. Thank you.